Hey, it's Jonathan. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this video finds you in good fortune. If you like to buy the bottom, sell the top, make money in the middle, make sure you give me a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Watch the video to the end. I appreciate it. Also, if you don't watch the video to the end, then there's information that you'll probably miss because the whole thing's full of pertinent information to where we anticipate the market's going to go. So make sure you hear it all. I had a conversation with a gentleman a little while ago that did not watch to the end, and to his own detriment, right? So anyway, make sure you watch it all the way to the end if you want all the information. Again, I'm making these videos for my own purposes, so just to go back and review to see where we're at, and we're looking good so far. We traded up. We're following this line right along, doing very nicely. We just had this last drop off. If you've been following along, then you know that we drew these lines all the way back here, all the way back in September, and the price is just going right along with it. The anticipated goal is what we want to do is we want this relative strength down here. We want to see the relative strength, make it to want to see the relative strength, make it into this oversold area before the price gets down to our line of capitulation right here, which our line of capitulation is right around that 37.5 area. At that point, we're going to start looking for a bounce. We're looking very nice. We're looking very nice, though. We're coming down nice. Our relative strength is moving down faster than our price is moving down. If you take a look, at this low right here, we made this low on the relative strength. Well, our relative strength is broke below that, and we're sitting right about at that low still. So it's these little wick ups that give us make it so that our relative strength will move down faster than our price moves down. So we're looking real good, moving right along, just waiting for that relative strength to go along. Now, this doesn't mean that because this is a line of capitulation, this doesn't mean that the price is actually going to go down to there. This is just the line where if we break it, it's a possibility I'd start looking for a bigger move, like a weekly retracement, right? Like a weekly retracement, like where our weekly would go all the way down into our oversold area. Now our weekly's been moving down real nicely as well. Look, our price is pretty much moving sideways. We're getting a little bit of a flag here on our weekly, but our relative strength is moving down. We just don't want to see it break that line of capitulation, that 37.5 area, because then I'm going to start anticipating that the price is going to move down to the into the oversold area. If for some reason that would, our area of capitulation on the weekly chart is right here, right? So this is our area. This 29.5, 29.2 area is our line of capitulation for the weekly. If we would break that daily capitulation line, then I'd anticipate a move lower. We'd probably get a little bounce. If we break it, we'd probably get a little bounce and all that kind of stuff. Stuff doesn't move in straight lines, right? There'd be some fluctuation in the market, but I would anticipate then the chances of it going down to this 29 region would be my anticipation, with the relative strength making it into the oversold area before the price broke this 29 area is what I would be looking for at that in that case. Although I'm not even considering that right at this moment. I'm going to wait until our price makes it down. Wait until our price makes it down to this 37.5. Again, we want to see it stay above our line of capitulation and our relative strength to become oversold. Okay. At that point, wherever it happens, if it like again, it might not make it down to the line of capitulation. It might stay right here and work its way down. We might have a turnaround right here. You might see something like let's see, where's my drawing tool at? you might see something like some ups and downs right here, something like that, and then a move higher, right? Um, you know, might see something like this, but uh, I'm still anticipating our original line. I think we're going to come down further. I think we have plenty of room to come down on a relative strength. Um, and whether we make it down there or not is really none of my concern. I'm going to keep an eye on it. The closer we get to oversold and the relative strength, the closer I'm going to watch it for a signal that we're going to turn around. Again, as long as it's above our line of capitulation. So that's where we're at. We're looking good. Let's see if we see anything on the hourly chart. What we got on the hourly chart? Okay, on the hourly chart, it's quite possible we're going to have a bounce here right at this point. Although we didn't have one of those, knee-jerk reaction bounces, so we might just bleed off the cliff. Bleeding off the cliff is a possibility. We might just bleed right off the cliff. Uh, if we see some kind of divergence here, we can watch this. If we see some kind of divergence here, we might get a little momentum back up to the upside. I don't think that I don't think I wouldn't bet we're going to go any higher than that 46 or 48 region, though. I don't think that we're going to make it any higher than that. That's our old lines of capitulation. I don't think that we'd make it any higher than that. So anyway, if we see it move up, I would be ready to close out any trade I have um, real close to this 47 area if we can even make it that high, if we get a pullback. Um, and that I wouldn't buy into anything until I see a nice strong divergence at this point on the hourly chart. Real nice looking divergence, head and shoulder pattern, something like that. I wouldn't even consider buyback in this. We're bleeding right at the moment. Of course, it can turn at any time. So anyway, that's where we're at, and this is where I think we're going. You know, can go anywhere though, right? It's the market. But I think this is where we're going, and this is what I'm looking for, at least in my trading. So, all right, well, I hope your trading's going good, and y'all are beautiful. I will see you next time.